Hi, I'm Gracie X, and I decided to do a video on being monogamish. I love that word, monogamish. What do these words mean? I don't know, but I mean, we all have different definitions to these words, but I wanted to sort of describe what's happening in my life right now because that's how I learn. I read a lot of memoirs and watch YouTube videos, and when people just sort of show me what they're doing, I find that really fascinating. So I thought I would just do a description of how I'm setting it up right now. So there have been times when my marriage was wide open. I wrote a book about it, Wide Open. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on my website, graciex.com. My marriage is not wide open right now. It is a shtickle open. Okay, let me describe what I'm doing. So when I met a man named Sam, I met him at one of my book readings, and Sam is such an interesting person. We have kind of a sapiosexual connection. He's read my book twice. I love that in a person. He's incredibly loving. He's incredibly attentive. We have a spiritual connection. It's what I would call kind of emotional polyamory. I kind of coined that term. Loving many, it's not necessarily having sex with many. We have kissed, it made out a little bit over a beautiful glass of wine. It's not primarily a sexual relationship for me, though. It's more what some people would call an emotional affair, which you get shamed about in this culture. Totally above board. My husband knows about it. Oddly enough, that's something, it's made him more jealous than other sexual things, which I think is really interesting. Then I have another beautiful woman that I met in, she lives in another state. So when I get to see her, it's a special occasion. She is also very brilliant, very smart, and she's a mother, which is great. And that kind of brings up a point that I want to make about what I'm doing right now. Right now in my life, I'm raising 4 kids. I have 2 biological children, 2 stepchildren. My husband and I are super busy. I'm writing another book. I'm doing a multitude of things. I'm doing a book tour with this book, and I really love the intimacy and the spark and the connection that I have with my husband, and maintaining that takes a prioritizing and a devotion of time. And so right now, both of us have kind of agreed that when we get involved with other people, there's a bit of a geographic separation, a community separation a little bit, and that's working for us. Again, I have friends that, I don't know if I said this before, but I've said it in other videos. There's so many ways to set things up. I have friends who are in triads, who are in quads, and that works for them. They're parents, and it's working for them. In my book, when my marriage was wide open, that was a wonderful situation, and right now it's working for me to do something different. One thing that we do that is going to sound so salacious, and this is why I'm making this video, because I feel like I'm not a freak. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a freak, but a lot of the things that I do, if I told you about it, it would sound way outrageous. I mean, one of the things that we do is we went, like this past weekend, it's Beltane, the pagan holiday for plowing the field and planting the seed and celebrating fertility. I love being a pagan. And so this was a ritual play party kind of thing. Play party is, for those of you who don't know, it's set up in such a way that you know, there can be a cuddle area, there can be a sexual area, there's areas for different things, divination, whatever. And it was so much fun. And my husband and I talked beforehand. We knew a majority of the people there, and we just made agreements about what we could do. That to me is the best of sex positivity. Just being able to say, we're sexual, we want to go play, we don't want to hurt each other, we want this to be fun, edgy a little bit, and we want to get to do this. So that's one of the things that I do in my shtickle of being monogamish. And anyway, if you have questions or you want to contact me, you can contact me through my website, graciex.com. And I hope that you are having a wonderful day.